Okay, 3, 2, and 1. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Welcome back to Fictionally Unstable, because real life's not dramatic enough.
With your host, Jessica,
Maciel,
and Lauren.
I am Miranda.
No, I am Miranda.
I'd rather be Nigel, to be honest.
David, I wrote this to Maciel just before this message, LOL, because I asked him about Hokum.
Oh, yeah.
For what?
There's a movie called Hokum.
David saw
Girl,
it.
so bad.
And he said, so all in all, I loved it. Give it an 8.9.
Who said that?
David, because he just watched it today. It's not good.
It's not good.
The trailer is better than the movie. Anybody watch Hokum? Bad.
Yeah, not good.
I will not be watching that.
It's not even scary.
It's not scary.
Well, still won't be watching it.
There's suspense, but the scare, the what do they call it? The pop scares or whatever?
Like jump scares?
Thank you. I don't know fucking anything, clearly, because I can't remember any. I don't know how to talk. So the jump scares are not good. Yeah.
They're just loud.
All right. We are talking about The Devil Wears Prada 2. It's been 20 years since the release of the first movie in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
That stars Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Stanley Tucci, and Emily Blunt.
Mm-hmm. With this kind of special side character person by Simone Ashley.
Yes.
Who's Kate Bridgerton?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
Bridgerton.
pretty. Love her.
Oh, she's beautiful.
And you have a lot
A lot of
of
celebrities.
celebrity camos in this. Lady Gaga makes an appearance. You have Lucy Liu, whose character kind of plays a big role in this. Oh my gosh.
She's not in a lot of scenes, but she helps them make differences.
Yes. Yeah. Lots of, you got like a Heidi Klum appearance. What's
Sierra.
his name? La Roche.
La Roche.
Yeah, Sierra.
There's a lot of influencers in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, John Baptiste. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's a musician that's won a lot of awards.
Yeah, I feel like he sounds familiar. So yeah, lots of celeb cameos.
So it's been a while. Well, I recently watched the first one. I think I watched it a week before we watched the second one because I could not remember how it ended. But the ending, how it leaves you in the first movie, again, 20 years ago, was Andy, which is, that's her name, right? Andy?
Yeah. Andrea.
Which is Anne Hathaway's character. She is the new assistant to Miranda Priestly, who is the editor of Runway. Thank you. I'm thinking Vogue in my head, and I'm like, that's who it's based off of, the fucking actual lady there. Anyways, of Runway, this fashion magazine. And long story short, towards the end, she lets her career take over her life. So she fucks up her personal relationships with her friends, obviously her boyfriend, all this stuff. She puts work first, and then she realizes the damage that it has been doing to her character if she wanted to move up, because they just, in that fashion industry, they're brutal. It's a dog-eat-dog world, basically. And so she didn't want to live like that anymore, betraying her friends, the people that she closely cares about. She cares about others' dreams as well, where she saw that Miranda always has a plan, but she's just very cutthroat. So perfect example, Nigel was supposed to become a partner to some company, and she ended up announcing her rival as the partner because the rival was going to take over her position at Runway. So she's always looking out for herself, and kind of takes advantage of those that are always by her side, which is Nigel. He's been with her through thick and thin. And when they leave this event, she has a conversation with Andy. It's her and Andy. And she kind of just tells her, this is the life. You're exactly like that. Look at how your life turned out. Look at what you did to Emily, who is the Emily Blunt's character, the other assistant, that Emily was kind of falling through the cracks, and she ended up taking this big opportunity to go to Paris with Miranda over Emily when Emily was supposed to take it, and she didn't really think twice about it. And so she's kind of telling her that they're the same.
Yeah.
Andy has this realization she doesn't like that, so when they finally get to wherever they're supposed to get to, she walks away. She leaves the dream of working with Runway and follows her true passion, which is journalism.
See.
That's how movie 1 ends.
If you haven't watched it, where the fuck are you?
That, yeah.
Where have you
But
been for
to
20
remember
years?
how it ends. That's how it ended.
Yes.
So then we start with movie 2, where Miranda is still obviously the editor of Runway. Nigel is still her head designer. What is he exactly?
I actually don't know. But
he's like the production designer person.
Yes.
And her biggest assistant. And then Emily no longer works there. She actually is the head of Dior.
Mm-hmm. Like editor for Dior.
Yeah. And Andy is in journalism. Andy is winning an award, and at that exact moment, she finds out that the company that she works for, they're laying off her entire department, or they fired them all.
Mm-hmm.
She gives this big speech there too about how like real journalism is dying, like we need to preserve it, and I don't know, something that goes viral.
Yeah, because also too, it's like now we're in the digital day and age, which is, I love that they're keeping it up with the times, because it's kind of true. You don't really see magazines as much now. Everything is online. And back then it was all heavy on magazines, columns, all of this kind of stuff.
Magazines are so expensive now too. They're like almost $30 for a magazine. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's wild. I used to always buy a magazine when I was at the store.
I used to always buy J14 and was it Pop Sugar? Is that what it's called?
Pop Sugar. Yeah.
With the
teen ones.
Yeah.
Love those.
But she ends up, she's trying to find her way back into work, and then she gets a call from the CEO of Runway asking her to take a position for them in journalism, because there is something about Miranda is going around.
Scandal, because they were working with a company that was a fast fashion company that they were advertising as high fashion. And so Miranda went viral online for basically being like a sellout in a way.
Well, I think their credibility is ruined.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do like their research into what this company was or something like that.
So they figure hiring Andy, who just made this whole big spiel about how people aren't appreciated, whatever. They're like, let's put her in the position.
Yeah. So, that's basically the story. Andy is trying to write journalism to fix the reputation of Runway, but also to kind of help Miranda, because she's also supposed to now be the CEO, technically. The position was supposed to be given to her, but she was kind of he's testing her in a sense. And then before he can declare that he's going to give Runway to her, he fucking dies on his 75th birthday party.
And his son takes over the business.
And
his son is like
he don't give a fuck about
he's
that.
like
he said, buddy.
And every time he like walk past her and she's like,
yes. Meanwhile, Andy kind of moves up in credibility with Miranda because she's able to secure an interview with
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu's
but
character.
her name is something different. Something Barnes. In the movie, she was married
Celeste?
to what?
Was it?
Sandra?
I don't know.
That just sounds
anyway,
familiar.
Miss Barnes. Because she's very like a private person, and she just recently got divorced from like her very rich husband or whatever. So she was able to secure an interview with her.
And Miranda's been trying to get her forever.
Yes.
And she'd never have an interview with her.
Yes. The interview goes well. They establish a good connection. What else happens?
But this is a thing also too. So it's in her writing, Miranda did not like her writing. It was something about like, what did she say exactly?
Well, I know that she wasn't attracting, like, it wasn't like people were clicking on it, like, to read it. I forget, like, how it was doing well, but not in the way that she wanted it to do well, like online.
Yeah, it was like not going viral or something.
Yeah.
But because Lucy Liu's character made a comment of how great it is that there's still that type of writing or whatever, Miranda was like,
gotta keep her.
Yeah.
And then also they are doing a whole article about Dior's flagship remodel or something. And so that's how Andy goes to interview Emily. And then they catch up. Emily is divorced, but she has 2 kids. And
she's dating the newly divorced
Lucy Liu's
ex-husband of Lucy Liu's character.
Something Barnes.
Barnes. Bobby Barnes.
He is a carrot. Like his skin is orange. He's orange, so ugly. I was like, I can't look at him. His skin tone is bothering me.
So she's dating.
And the Botox.
And the Botox, yes. So then they do that. So then they are trying to figure out how to save the company because Miranda has to sit down with like a bunch of executives and they're talking about making all these cuts in all departments across runway. And while they're in France, Paris, Milan, wherever they are, they're trying to figure out a plan. Andy and Emily trying to help Miranda.
I think they're in Italy.
Okay, one of them. One of the wee places.
Biggest thing though, Andy takes this job because of the security for money. However, one of her other journalist friends tells her about how much money her boss in the company that she works for, how much money he's willing to pay because they all know that Andy is an amazing writer, that how much money they would pay for an expose of a book that she wrote on Miranda, but they wanted all the juicy stuff. And she's like, I could write a beautiful story of her because she knows how hardworking she is. And she's like, I can leave all the drama out of it. And they're like, no, people need to know who this woman is. And so Andy has always declined. She kind of was just like, I'm not willing to do that, go that route, but I'm willing to write you something beautiful if he'll take it. Let me think about it though. And then, obviously she kind of changes her mind a little bit later on, but they're in Italy. And we end up pretty much just finding out that to save, they need to find, the son is pretty much trying to strip away fashion from this magazine.
Yeah.
So with the people that they're at the table with or whatever. The funniest part about that scene is she's never been to the cafeteria in her life. So she's like, we have a cafeteria? What floor is that on? She's like, she doesn't know where she's going.
Yeah, so they're doing budget cuts. So like there's no private cars, so they have to take Ubers. She's used
no
to
first class.
No first class. So she's been coached just like she doesn't know
her
what to
walking
fucking
through
do.
the aisle was so funny. She's just like,
yeah. And then for the cafeteria part, like they can't go to like private lunches anymore.
Oh yeah.
Well, she's like, I'll make a reservation. He's like, no, we'll just eat downstairs. And he's like, what's good here? And she was like, whatever. Yeah.
And everyone is shocked to see her. They're like, what is she doing on this floor?
Also, terrible place to have a fucking board meeting, like out in public, like in the open, like
for real.
Like,
about full budget cuts of your entire
because
company.
It's the son.
He's a fucking idiot.
He's a bro.
So
he keeps saying, guys. People.
Yeah.
He's like, so what are we gonna do, guys? People.
Yeah. They're in Italy. Andy is like trying to work with Emily to devise a plan on how to save Runway. And then when Miranda and Nigel are like kind of suspicious, she sees her like kind of hanging around Emily and like being secretive about it. And then Andy goes to Emily and she's like, she knows, like, we just gotta go tell her or whatever. So they go and confront her in her gigantic fucking hotel room that she's like, it's a little small.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, bitch, whatever.
Oh, never mind. We can think of it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When they go to confront her and tell them the plan about how to save Runway, Miranda's like, no, she fucking conned you. And
well, because they go to her boyfriend.
yes.
She must have
Barnes.
Yes.
And he's going to buy the company for. Well, he's going to buy the company.
Yes,
is
to save
how
it.
he says it, to save it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's buying the company for Emily to replace Miranda.
Miranda's position.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there like, you fucking bitch.
And then looking at Andy like, you fucking dumbass.
And Andy's like,
I know. She's always like.
and Emily's like, yeah.
Yeah. She's right. So that happens.
So then they have their dinner, like their final dinner at that place with the Last Supper painting. And
Which was so weird. Why there?
I was like, why at the like cathedral?
Nigel was like, and this is where we're having the dinner. And I was like, what are you doing, sir?
and so they
Lady Gaga is performing.
Yeah, they have the dinner and Miranda kind of confronts Barnes about buying it. And I don't know, I forget what their conversation was, but she kind of makes Emily feel like a little bit of remorse, it seems like. And then she walks away. And then Andy and Miranda devise like a plan or something to. That was the next morning.
Yeah.
They
Pretty
do.
much happens. So they go to Lucy Liu's character.
Yes.
Well, Miranda's new husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's his new husband. Mm-hmm. He ends up meeting her and he's the one that tells her like, so what are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's always been the calm to her storm, if you want to say that. He lets her do his thing. I mean, do her thing, excuse me, because she loves working. Mm-hmm. But he's just like, I know you love to work. Like, you're just going to give up? Like, come on now. Like, you're a smart woman. Figure it out. So she's like, I need to use fucking Andy. And I know this girl can make phone calls. Like, the girl, if I put her to a test, she's going to make it happen some way, somehow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So she's able to get in contact with Lucy Liu's character and convince her to buy the company.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So she obviously offers more money than Mr. Barnes and Emily were going to offer.
And the son is like, cool, I have another offer. Bye.
Yeah.
He doesn't even care.
He's like, bye guys. I mean people.
But during this time too, so when they think that Miranda is being shady, this is during the first talk in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Because Andy's assistant, now she has like an intern that helps her. She like puts her phone down and it records their conversation. So they find out that, right, they're getting budget cuts, they're getting rid of everything. And Miranda is like acting like she's not doing anything about it.
Right.
Andy goes to her house and she's like, you have nothing to concern yourself with. Like, how do you know that? Mm-hmm. And basically just like, do not concern yourself. So to Andy, she's like, what the fuck? This woman is literally willing to just let go of this whole thing. Yeah. That's when she's like, maybe I should write this fucking book. Yeah. And like trash her. Yeah. So she makes some drafts. Mm-hmm. And then at the end when she's in Italy is when she's like, I just can't. That's not the person that I am. I can't give you this book. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also during this whole time, there's also the storyline with Nigel and how Andy is kind of like, oh, I'm so surprised you forgave Miranda after all those years when she kind of like took the position out from under you or whatever.
Andy's trying to start some shit right now.
She's like, yeah, trying to start some fucking drama. And then so when Andy's like, we have to go now to meet Lucy Liu's character to Miranda's like, I can't. I have to present the fashion show. And she's like, no, there's somebody else that is capable of doing it. And it's Nigel. So she finally gives Nigel more responsibility and lets him kind of become his own person as well.
Yeah. I like how when she addressed him, though, she owned up to it. She's like, I've taken advantage of you, haven't I? Yeah. You know, like she wanted to know how he felt about it. But it wasn't like, can you do this? Can you whatever? She's just like, you can do anything, but I'm too selfish to see your full potential.
Like in a world now where everybody's incapable and always complaining, you've always just done.
He never has, yeah.
Like you've never like once said anything, and like Jesus.
But so we watched this in the theater, and there was a woman, that was talking apparently the whole fucking movie. I'm pretty sure she was alone as well. I don't feel like she was with anyone. Like I think that she was legit just talking. So in the beginning, during the one scene where they're talking about budget cuts and they're like, oh, there's no Ubers, no this, no that. The woman in the front was like, you gonna let him do that to you, Miranda? Loud as fuck. And then during this scene, when Andy's like, there's somebody else that can take over to read the cards or whatever. And the lady goes, Emily. Confident as shit.
You're like, no, bitch. Not
and I said, you just loud and fucking wrong.
Dude. And this is already after the scene that we find out that Emily was the one that was trying to, I can't. She's so dumb.
Yeah. It was entertaining though.
It was entertaining.
So yeah.
God, she was talking so fucking loud. I was like, why is she full chest talking?
Full chest. Also note that there is like a little side love story between Andy and some contractor guy who helped. She needed a new place to live, so she started renting out this apartment that he renovated, and they started like dating.
Yeah, very.
They kind of had whatever fucking fight they had before she went to Italy.
That fight was fucking stupid.
I was like,
because she was just being a dick, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna leave."
Yeah.
Very small story, very nothing to do with the rest of the plot, but you know, she gets a little bit of something. I also liked that they kept the same friends that she had, the journalism guy and then her other best friend.
Yeah.
I like that the actors were the same and that they were able to do the same people.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good.
Yeah. And then it ends with Miranda gets to keep her position, and so does Andy. And
Andy writes the book as well because Miranda tells her, you should write the book. And she's like, how do you know? And she was like, you think people don't run to tell me this information? Like, of course I know. And so she tells her, like, you should write the book, leave all the juicy bits in there because people should know that, like, my life, like, what it costs to have my life.
Yeah. And they're willing to give her $350,000 for this book, which her friend first told her, like, you might get $50,000, you might get $100,000. And when she makes that call, she's like, no, they want to give you $350,000. And then she declines and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I do like that Miranda has self-reflection, or she knows this about herself, right? She always says, like, I love to work, but it's unfortunate what it costs to be where she's currently at.
Yeah.
And there's certain things that she wish she could have done better, but she's like, I love to work. And there are
probably
people
gonna drop dead at work.
Yeah. And there are people realistically that are really, really like that. But it's also nice to see people that's just a different lifestyle, right? Like, I could never be that. But it's nice to see people like Nigel that believe in you because they know that you believe in them, even though she put him through the ringer, the loyalty he gives. Because he's just like, he probably won't work for anyone else. Because they just get each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes that is nice to have a connection like that. I wouldn't want to be overworked, but.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's also revealed at the very end that Nigel is the one who said for Andy to come work for the company because he was really coy about it before of like, oh, you're back, you know, whatever. But it was him who made the call to have Andy brought in.
Yes. He's like, you're my girl.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I know. That was so cute.
Up, yeah.
He's always loved Andy.
Also, another part of that ending is that Emily ends up contacting Andy.
Oh, yeah.
And they get together for lunch, and after all that shit went down, she's like, so, like, can we be friends?
Well, Emily's like, well, I called you after you left.
Like,
and she was like, you sure? Butt dialed me. She's like, I called you.
And he's like, oh, she's like, I'm not going to hold your hand.
She's like, I'm not going to hold your hand, but yes, we can be friends.
And she kind of, I don't know if you would consider this a downgrade, but she doesn't work at Dior anymore. She now works at Chanel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also nice too, right? It's kind of like, you don't have to be the Mirandas. You can still build relationships in this hectic work. And I think like Andy was definitely a fresh face for them.
Yeah.
Because she
changed that perspective a little bit.
Especially when she left after the first movie.
Yeah.
Like she did everything that they did, right? So it was kind of like, oh, okay, you're built for this industry. You have a backbone. You can do people dirty. That's just the reality, unfortunately, in that world. And then she is like, wait, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
She looked at her humanity and said, yeah. I thought it was great.
I thought it was great.
It's fun. It's not meant to be anything serious.
Yeah.
It's a good
Miranda, or Meryl Streep's character of Miranda was still like spot on. Everything was exactly the same, which I was really happy because her character is so funny. I thought specifically the scene where they were talking about like the budget cuts, and she's saying something, but the girl, her assistant, keeps reminding her about HR, and she's like, "You can't say that. You can't say that." And she says something about like, she's like, "Well, I just hope my suicide is swift," and they're like, "You can't say that." And she's like, "I'm talking about killing myself, not other people."
Yeah, she's so funny. Oh my God.
But even her little manner, like she always like touches her hair, or like tucks her hair behind, and she's talking, and I'm like,
she's always like,
it's all the same.
She says, "Excuse me, who is this?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh my God, Miranda, this and this and that." She goes, "Who is this?"
So
she's
bad.
like, "You guys know each other?" "Yeah, I'm Emily. When did you work there?"
Let's see what people have to
hilarious.
She has to put her own coat away.
say. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought
I know, she's
guy,
like putting it up, and she's like leaning against the wall.
the guy assistant, the second assistant,
Yeah.
he was cute. He's funny.
Yeah,
He was funny.
He's like, Simone, can I go pee, please?
His name is Caleb Heron. I actually listened to his podcast because he's really fucking funny. And he is friends with like Brittany Broski and Drew Offwallow. Very funny though. And that's the first time I've seen him in a movie.
Great job.
Great job.
People on Reddit do not like it. That's for sure.
Well,
Again, not serious.
and like to me, I can't compare it to the first one because the first one is so good. Like it's so iconic, and this is just like a nice continuation. That's all it is.
Oh, this person said this movie is better than the first one. I don't agree with that.
Not at all.
I don't agree with that. I definitely don't want to compare the two because they're in different generations.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were well done for the generations that they're in. Again, this is not meant to be a serious movie where we should nitpick every fucking little thing. Just watch it and enjoy it. The characters are great. The actors are great. But yeah, I don't want to compare it at all because one was set early 2000s. This one is literally today, day and age, 2026. So technology has changed. I like the crisis that they're going through is all relevant.
And I thought the storyline, it wasn't like my favorite with like the like complications they were dealing with. But it's like it's within the times, like they kept up, and like what could they really do now to still keep it like relevant and interesting, I guess.
This person said, the only thing that pissed me off was the gifting her woman of color friend a free with purchase Valentino bag. That was worse than Sex and the City and the ugly Louis Vuitton.
I will say, because I remember,
fucking ugly.
Is that her friend from the first movie?
Yes.
Okay.
And she gifted her a bag in the first movie, and it was nice. This one, I was kind of like, oh,
ugly.
Okay.
The scene is funny where Simone is like, she's like, "Oh my God, I was you once. I was like the other Emily, whatever. I had your job." And she's like, "Oh, that's good." And she's like, "Yeah, you know, all the Chanel, all the this." She's like, "Oh my God, what'd you do with it?" "I give it away." She's like, "Who gives Chanel away?"
Yeah.
Meryl Streep looks amazing. She's in her, I think in her 70s now.
Damn.
She looks, I might be wrong. Hold on.
No, she does.
I think I'm.
Oh,
right,
Lady
but-
Gaga's little cameo too. I mean, I know Lady Gaga does some acting. Obviously, she was in A Star Is Born. I think she like did really well in her tiny little cameo that she had. Like her fucking hating, or Miranda Priestly hating her.
Not like her.
And she's like, "Who let her in here?"
She was born in 49. So yeah, I think she's
This person has a little bit of a different take on it.
77. God damn. You look great, Meryl.
They said, "I wish it was about Nigel taking over a runway from a stressed out Miranda. I feel like Andy could try to help from what she remembered from her early years at Runway, whilst Miranda pulls some iconic moves from her desk to ensure her spirit will live on in Runway's takeover. A lot was going on, which diluted the plot, in my opinion. They could have focused more on Emily's evil plot instead and make Andy navigate a new love interest while she tries to fight a Stockholm syndrome. Also, the two new desk assistants had so much potential for their own story. The way their desks sat near each other nicely resembled the first movie like a spinoff. I really hope to see more of them too. So overall, not a really good movie. Definitely didn't need all those cameos because I'd rather see likable characters to invest in." But their comment about the plot would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that if she had gotten the position that she was waiting for,
she'd give Nigel
that she would move Nigel up. She's not trying to get rid of Nigel at all. And who's going to run? Who's going to be the next her? It's him.
Other than him, yeah.
She'd probably give him more responsibilities, though, because then she's not going to have somebody take over his position.
Yeah.
So they would run it like they would be hand in hand. That's what I believe, but I don't. You never know.
Yeah. I'm almost wondering if they're setting it up in the future for when Anne Hathaway is older to take over Meryl's spot, if they wanted to like continue making sequels.
I hope they don't.
I hope they don't. I think this was a nice little treat.
Like
that they ending. Don't. That's it. Yeah, they don't need to do more.
Yeah.
Not everything needs a fucking sequel. And
6 sequels.
Fast and Furious.
And this was 20 years later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were all willing to do it. There's no reason to do it if any of those 4 characters are in it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like if they even decided to remake the Devil Wears Prada in the future, and Anne Hathaway would play the part that Meryl Streep plays.
No. Don't do it.
Because I don't think Anne Hathaway can play Miranda Priestly at all.
No.
Not even a little bit.
No.
We'll see in 50 years.
I was trying to look up like people's favorite quotes from The Devil Wears Prada 2. And one of them, this is not real, but they said the Halloween party at the beginning when all the angels are dressed up with glamorous high heels and then Hathaway walks in holding a pitchfork and wearing a red dress and some shoes in red, looks at the camera and says, "The Devil Wears Prada 2."
That would have been, I would have been like, what are we watching, guys? That would have been great.
I love the quotes from the original one.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
You just don't get quotable
She's
movies.
Like, I love my job. I love my job. I love my job.
Let's see. So as of right now, it has a like 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb. And a 3.4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Yeah. How would you rate it? Miranda?
I'd probably give it I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great sequel because I never have high hopes for sequels. I thought that the humor was still really good. But Meryl Streep carried majority of it for me. I didn't really like Andy's character, but I don't think I liked Andy's character in the first one anyway.
Okay.
So same thing. I thought the humor was spot on and I thought everything else was well done. So yeah, I liked it. And I would watch it again just as like a leisurely watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Same. 7 for me. 7 is pretty standard. Like it's not a mid, like if I'm like this, it gets like no good ratings, but it was like, whatever, 5 is kind of like, I really don't care about it. 7 for me is like a mid. Like, I'm like, I enjoyed it, but I'm not going to give it anything higher because it wasn't amazing, but it was good. I liked it. I wasn't like, they shouldn't have made this. I do enjoy it, but it's also it's just a good movie to have in the background.
Yeah. I think I feel the same, 7 out of 10. I think I could have done without the romance. I thought it was pointless. Pointlessly thrown in there. Yeah. And I do think that there was like a little bit of, I don't know exactly what it was about it, but I felt like a little bit of disconnect like throughout the plot in general. Like some things just felt really like randomly placed that I can't like quite put my finger on like what exactly it was, but I remember feeling that during the movie. So other than that, it was like a nice fun watch. And like I said, it was a pretty good sequel to the first one. So yeah. Yeah, so if you watch The Devil Wears...
She sent us a quiz. We gotta take a quiz. So we're going to take a quiz really quick of which Devil Wears Prada 2 character we are. We're doing where you say the question, we give our answer, right? Not at the end?
Yes,
like in real time?
It's faster that way. Okay, first question. What's your morning routine like? Coffee and catching up on industry news? perfectly timed, down to the minute, running late but looking fabulous, leisurely breakfast prep.
I think mine is coffee and catching up on industry news. Even though it's not industry, I'm just catching up on shit.
I think the one that makes sense to me the most, just because of my schedule, will be up closely to perfectly timed, down to the minute.
Mine's running late and looking fabulous. Next. Pick your ideal work outfit. Jeans and a vintage band tee, designer everything head to toe, tailored perfection in monochrome, smart casual with a statement piece.
Mine's probably smart casual with a statement piece. I don't wear vintage. So it's not the
Mine would be jeans and vintage.
Yeah, I think mine would also be jeans and vintage.
We're going to get Andy. How do you handle work stress? Power through with grace under pressure, vent to friends over drinks, complain dramatically but get it done, offer with witty commentary and mentorship.
Complain dramatically but get it done. In healthcare, you got to fucking complain dramatically, but you got to get it done, so...
I'm choosing power through with grace under pressure. I would like to choose offer witty commentary, but I don't like offering mentorship.
That one's me.
I hate training people.
I always fucking train when I'm in certain work.
It.
So mine is offer witty commentary and mentorship.
I'm so impatient. Oh my God. One time I was training this older lady that I worked with, and she was kind of one of those that would finish my sentences for me when I would say something. So for the 80th time that she did it, I said, okay, now just repeat back to me what I just said. And she was like, I was like, okay, can you stop finishing my sentences? Oh, thank you.
And next is like the next thing to be trained on, bitch.
What's your relationship with social media? Curated perfection on Instagram. I have an assistant handle it. Behind the scenes, industry content. Rarely post. Too busy living life.
Well, I guess mine is now behind the scenes because of my work. My work is dance, y'all. And I am a teacher. And so I
must have
that's
content.
My content.
I guess my thing is rarely post.
Mine is now as well, I guess. I don't really post that often now. Mm-hmm. Life too busy.
Mm-hmm.
Curated perfection on Instagram. Not here.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to have an assistant handle it.
I would love to have an assistant too.
Pick a career goal. Run my own publication, to be top creative director, launch my own fashion line, master my craft, and be happy.
Master my craft, be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the same.
Whatever that craft may be.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend cancels plans last minute because of work. You understand completely, feel disappointed but supportive, call them out for losing balance, expect it, you do the same.
I'd understand completely if it's because of work, I guess.
Expect it because I'd do the same. I would cancel plans. In a jiffy.
Yeah, I agree. I would cancel.
I actually don't like plans.
What's your go-to Starbucks order? I don't like Starbucks, but whatever. Iced latte, oat milk, no sugar, whatever's trendy right now. Grande, non-fat, frap, extra hot. I make my own coffee at home. I do make my own coffee at home.
I make my coffee at home.
What if you don't drink coffee?
Just pretend.
Live the fantasy for a second.
You would make it at home.
Pretend you're Miranda Priestly.
I would make it at home.
How do you feel about Paris Fashion Week? It's the most important event of the year. Dream destination for work and inspiration. I'd go for the parties and networking. Sounds stressful and pretentious.
Sounds stressful and pretentious.
I think I'd go for the parties and networking. I don't care about fashion, but the fact that this is a real event and people put so much time into it, I think it'd be cool to see. Mm-hmm. But I'm not in the fashion industry. So I'd party it up. Why not in Paris?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'd go for the parties, but I would want to go. Sure, that one. Pick a skill you want to master. Speaking multiple language fluently, long-form investigative journalism, advanced culinary techniques, fashion styling, and curation.
Multiple languages.
Actually, I agree.
I think that'd be
being
so
able to
cool.
speak. Have you seen that guy on like TikTok where he goes up to people and he's like, I bet you can speak your language?
Yeah.
And he speaks all languages fluently? That's so fucking cool.
To be honest, I'd probably do the culinary techniques. You're welcome, Lance, if I ever get there.
Learn to cook.
Yeah.
What's your biggest fear about your career? Losing myself in the process, being replaced and becoming irrelevant, never getting proper recognition, work consuming my personal life. That one for me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Someone criticizes your work. How do you respond? Icy stare, then move on. Take it to heart and improve. Defend your vision passionately. Turn it into witty banter. I normally will turn it into witty banter.
I guess I would take it to heart and improve. That sounds like me.
I'd probably icy stare, then move on. I already get that enough, and I don't care about fucking other people's opinions. I don't give them an icy stare, but if I needed to pick one, then it'd be that. I'd be like, thanks for the fucking opinion that I don't care about, and move on.
What's your idea of a perfect Saturday? Art gallery opening and dinner, brunch with friends and shopping, catching up on work, honestly, cooking an elaborate meal at home.
I'm not a shopper. That's my issue.
I like art gallery opening and dinner.
Yeah,
Cooking an elaborate meal at home. I have a chef at home, so he can cook.
No, my thing restarted. Oh, wait, no, it's fine. Okay. My thing refreshed. Hang on. Oh my gosh, this quiz is long. Okay. What's your approach to networking? Collect contacts strategically, build genuine friendships in the industry, charm everyone at every event, keep my circle small and authentic.
Keep my circle small and authentic.
That's me too.
Yeah, I don't like networking.
I don't mind building genuine friendships, but my circle is still small.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to like work networking, I'm like, I don't need friendship.
Yeah.
How do you handle a major professional setback? Reflect, learn, and come back stronger. Find someone to blame and move on. Use it as fuel for my creative vision. Question if it's all worth it.
Reflect, learn. Reflect, I couldn't say that word. Learn and come back stronger.
Yeah.
I would like to say that one, but right now I'm questioning if it's all worth it. So I'm going to have to put that one.
What's your relationship with luxury brands? I live and breathe them. Appreciate the craftsmanship and artistry. They're nice but overpriced. Only wear them for Miranda.
Nice but overpriced.
Only wear them for Miranda. The third one. Nice and overpriced.
I appreciate the craftsmanship and artistry. Lastly, what would make you quit your dream job? Realizing it's changing who I am, being betrayed or undervalued. Never, I'd die at my desk first if it meant losing the people I love.
Yeah.
I don't know any job that would make me lose the people I love.
I think for me, it's if it's changing who I am.
I agree.
Yeah. Damn it. Andy Sachs is who I got. You're ambitious, adaptable, and learning to navigate worlds you never expected to enter. You stay true to yourself even as you grow. Oh, I guess that is similar. And you're not afraid to walk away when something doesn't align with your values. Very true, because I've left a lot of jobs. You're the underdog everyone's rooting for. Cool, thank you.
You're Emily Charlton. You're dedicated, fashion obsessed, and brutally honest about what you want. You work harder than anyone else in the room and aren't afraid to let people know it. Your loyalty runs deep, even if your patience runs thin. And yes, you're one stomach flew away from your goal weight.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I got Miranda.
Okay, Miss Priestly.
You're powerful, exacting, and always 10 steps ahead. You set impossibly high standards because you know what excellence looks like, and you're not afraid to make tough decisions. People may fear you, but they also respect you deeply. That's all.
That's all.
That is all. What is Nigel?
Oh, sure.
Is this Nigel one?
Oh, you could have. Oh, these are from the first movie because you could have gotten that Christian guy.
The guy that she.
Yeah, and then oh fuck, where'd it go? Why does he keep?
Probably this person's comment.
James Holt.
Main bitch character. Because she got Miranda.
Yeah, James.
Doug.
What is that? Serena. Serena's the extra assistant that was in the first movie.
So they don't have Nigel? That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, where's Nigel?
All
right, well.
Or you could have gotten Andy's friend. Oh, yeah, you said Doug. Yes. Well, if you watched The Devil Wears Prada 2, let us know if you enjoyed it. As much as the first one, less than the first one, or more than the first one. And let us know your favorite Devil Wears Prada quote.
Oh, yeah.
And your favorite character.
Oh, and if you liked the outfits this season or not. There was a couple of hits, but most of them I was like, eh.
I didn't care for the outfits as much as I did in the first one, for sure. Especially Andy's. I didn't think hers were that great. Especially like when they went to Paris.
Yeah. I think
Italy, whatever.
I think it still matched her though.
It did.
Because she left the fashion world and she's just like, I'm just here to write. So now she's living her true self.
Yeah.
but also Nigel's like, you're not going to embarrass Miranda, so let's give you some outfits.
Simone Ashley's outfits were.
Oh yeah, she looked
great. When she was like in that one like high collared purple, or I don't know if it was purple, but like dress or whatever. It had like the fancy. That one was really pretty.
Yeah.
The only one I really liked of Anne Hathaway's was the one where it had the almost looked like suspender thingies coming down.
That's the scene that she gives up the 350.
Oh
yeah, one of the last ones
when she was sitting there on her bed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cute. She's wearing.
Yeah. And Emily.
I never liked what
That's
Emily
all.
wears.
You ruined my quote.
Oh. I thought you meant to say, and Emily's outfits. I was like, I didn't like any of her outfits.
No, she goes, and Emily, that's all.
Oh, yeah. And the fact that Emily is blonde at the end, I said, whoa.
Yeah. Emily Blunt looked a little crazy in this movie.
Her cheeks were, well, bama.
And her lips. Side profile was crazy.
Love you, girl. Okay. Bye.
Adios.
Bye.